Welcome to What Are Those, the show that explores the art of sneaker culture. I'm your host, Adam Butler, back with another episode. Thank you so kindly for being here. Okay, so I got a couple things to talk about, but I won't hold you for very long, man. I'm going to show you what dope pickup I got. I'm going to do that in a second. I'm going to talk about what Adidas should do with the rest of the Yeezys. Okay, I'm going to talk about that. And then I'm going to show you three summertime sneakers, 2023 sneakers that I think you should cop. All right, so let's jump right into it. Okay, story time. So I'm online the other day, and I see a pop-up. Shouts to Just Fresh Kicks on Twitter. I see a pop-up. In the moment I see this thing, my eyes just start glowing. It says restock in all caps. Restock. Lost and found Jordan 1s. Restock now. Click the link. Finish line and JP Sports, I think his name is. I go, oh man. So I click it, and they're there. It's not a full size run at all, but the size I need is right there. Right there. I'm like, oh my God. I think I'm actually going to be able to cop these lost and found ones for retail. So I go in there, I put in the size. I get to the checkout. Nervous like they doing me a favor. You know what I mean? That's the funny thing about this stuff, that they make you feel like they're doing you a favor. Get all nervous. Click. Checkout. Boom. Order confirmed. Shipping information. I'm even nervous. I think they're going to cancel my order. Shipping comes through. I get the little UPS update. Hey, it's come, here's the date, this, that, and another. Lo and behold, the day comes. The package shows up at my door. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a fresh pair of lost and found ones in my possession. I'm going to show them to you right now. Hold tight. Ladies and gentlemen, the lost and found ones. Yes. The lost and found ones for my daughter. Crib shoes, y'all. Look at these things, man. Look at these things. These are freaking adorable. These are freaking adorable. Yeah. Obviously, I didn't get them for myself. These are a size 3C for my baby girl. The box all messed up. They don't give you a regular box anyway. But the box is kind of cool. I don't know if you ever seen crib shoes before, because they kind of give you the milestones. And if you're giving these out as a gift, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, man. I like this. Obviously, it's going to be for August. Her date of birth, her first crawl, her first steps, her first jump. We're gonna keep up with all of that, man. And I'm very, very, very pleased to have copped these for my daughter now. These just look like regular Jordan 1 Chicago's in this size. You don't have any of the extra details on these. I'm not gonna run down these. And these are the crib shoes. They're cute. They're for babies. She'll be able to wear them in a few. She's not here yet, but I'm glad. She isn't at this size yet, I should say. But I'm glad I was able to cop these for her, man. Feels good as a daddy be able to get these. And this is my boy. He don't want nothing like this, okay? You get him a nice pair of hype sneakers, and he's like, oh, they need to tighten my feet, and he gonna wear them out and dog them. So this is my one opportunity to live vicariously through my little one, all right? And my baby girl got herself a fresh pair of Chicago ones, man. They lost and found Chicago ones, so they say. And yeah, I shouldn't have spent this much on some crib shoes, but whatever. We don't care. We're going to keep doing it because she deserves it. All right? All right, now let's get to the real stuff. Before we get to the real topics of the day, remember, I want to remind you that you can check out my podcast, my other podcast, The Butler Did It. The Butler Did It on YouTube is The Butler Did It Pro. No, I'm sorry, The Butler Did It Podcast Hub. I always get that mixed up. And you can follow me on Instagram, The Butler Did It Pro, or you can just follow me, MSR_Adam. The Butler Did It. Got episodes up on YouTube and all podcasts and platforms. Remember to rate, review, subscribe, and all that, man. And thank you so much for the support of both of these shows, What Are Those and The Butler Did It. I'm blessed to be able to do multiple podcasts, man. This is my dream, and I'm living it. I'm happy about that, all right? So let's talk about Yeezy again. Yeezy brand. The story that never ends. An Adidas surplus of Yeezys. Okay, so apparently Adidas is overflowed, just sneakers just falling just out of the cracks and crevices of the building. They just have thousands and thousands of Yeezys with no idea what to do with them. Now, when I first saw this, my first reaction was just sell them. And full transparency, I was about to do like a whole lit, like 5 things Adidas can do with the Yeezys they have left over and blah, blah, blah. I was going to do that. I decided not to because honestly, it's only 2 suggestions. And one of them, I'm going to kind of craft it to my own, but it's not my original idea. The first one is to sell them, obviously. Why should they sell them? Well, Dion isn't with Nike anymore. There's several flagship athletes that were with Nike at one point that aren't with Nike, and they're still selling Diamond Turps and, certain Air Max that were kind of branded with a certain athlete and, whatever. Nike does it all the time. At the end of the day, if you put the Yeezys on shelves, someone's going to buy them. Will they be as hyped up as they were before? Probably not, but the hype was dying down on them anyway, okay? Will they just be a sneaker that just the average person can go out and spend whatever on them and just have them a pair of Yeezys that they couldn't get, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago? Sure. And this would be a good thing. Put them on the market and sell them. Some of them will actually be hyped up without trust me, people claim they riding for Yeezy and all that. Yeah, some people might be, but the mass majority just wants a nice shoe and they want that hype and they want to feel hype, okay? So if that's what you're going out for, the corporate greed side of it, sell those sneakers. Sell those sneakers, you'll be fine. But then you bring up principles. And these are principles that Adidas has brought up, not me. This is things that the brand brought up. Anti-Semitic comments. We all know what Kanye did over the past year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. Okay? I don't have to run through the laundry list. There's old episodes of this show that you can listen to and find out what Kanye did. If that's important to you, that you don't want to promote and profit off anti-Semitic rhetoric, anti-black rhetoric, pure disrespect rhetoric, the people that work for your company that were disrespected by him, the fans that feel betrayed by him, the general public that is just over him, and you don't want to be seen as profiting off of him, regurgitating old stuff. I understand that. So there may be a solution that I saw all over my timeline that I ultimately thought was funny in the beginning, which was give them to the homeless. Now, or and not necessarily just the homeless, but the working poor people, give them away as charity. Now, I originally saw this and kind of giggled at it, not because I'm against giving anything away to anyone that's in need. That's obviously not it. And I hope you all understand that. My original issue with this was it didn't feel realistic at all. It felt like, why are we bringing this? I get it. We want to feel good. We want a virtual signal. We want to say certain stuff because it sounds good. But operate in reality. Is this brand really going to give away thousands and thousands and thousands? And I think it's like $13 million worth or something like that. I had the graphic down there. It's millions of dollars worth of sneakers. Would brand just take that L like that? Probably not. But then when you really think about it and you kind of separate yourself from the annoyance of just people on your timeline just trying to, say whatever, and you really think about it, you go, well, it's actually, it could work. Clearly, it's a giant tax write-off. Clearly, a big corporation like Adidas will figure out a way to profit off of it. But really, if you think about it, what better way to salvage a brand that went out so bad? Obviously, again, there's still hype beasts that are still participating in the Yeezy love. We know this. But what better way for the mass majority of people who are just, you know, than to turn it around and flip it into something positive? I'm not even sure Kanye would have a problem with this. I don't know. I don't want to guess what's on Kanye West's mind. I'm not in that position anymore. I'm not able to do it. I don't know him, and I'm not even sure what he's on these days. But if he's about changing the world and all these things he's talking about, sustainable clothing, this, that, and another, maybe that's a good idea. You can change the perception. Adidas, let's take Kanye out of it. You could change the perception of what you are, what that brand is, what that sneaker represents, which represented the hypest of hype beasts for a long time. Then there's another piece of it. There's been this conversation around sneaker culture for a while about the bubble bursting and hype and resellers, and I've talked about it 1,000 times on this show. And it's just a general like anger in sneaker culture right now. Right? There's just people getting pissed off about the sneakers app not having access to certain sneakers. Who gets access to certain sneakers, whether it be influencers or celebrities. We got this thing where a new sneaker come out that everybody wants, and the only people you seeing get the opportunity to even wear them or purchase them or whatever is celebrity A, celebrity B. Right? The more the stats of Instagram profile, NBA player walking down the tunnel with the sneaker you want on. It creates envy. There's a lot of envy in the game right now. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of hate in the game right now. And I've said on this show a billion times that is the opposite of what this is supposed to be about. This is supposed to be fun. And as much as I want to say, make sneaker culture fun again and this, that, and another, it ain't fun right now. We could make it fun. I mean, you could try hard. But you're going to see stuff around you. Just the other day, I saw sneakerheads complaining about a drop and who's supposed to get the drop and who isn't supposed to get the drop. It's become way too serious. And I've really been thinking about this a lot. Why? Why has it become so ugly? Obviously, we've always had resale. Obviously, celebrities have always been able to get the best stuff. These things aren't new. Yeah, a sneaker come out for a certain culture and another culture. These things aren't new. Why are they so upsetting now? And I think it's become because sneakers have kind of hit its peak of all-time popularity where it's not just the sneakerhead that's out wearing the sneaker all the time, the sneaker lover. It's a thing. Right, it's a part of American culture. I saw a commercial for some big brand the other day, and they were talking about buy your favorite sneakers, and they had they had a couple of hype sneakers on the commercial. And I'm thinking, yeah, that doesn't happen a couple of years ago. It's not niche anymore. It's become mainstream. That's why some people are starting to become anti-sneaker culture, right? That's why certain people are like, I'm done with sneakers, because they weren't really sneakerheads at all. They were just people that kind of got into it for the hype. And this is a big money business. What am I getting at? Adidas has an opportunity to really show, to me, the cool side of sneaker culture. Allowing access to people to have a thing that they wouldn't normally get, especially people that are below the poverty line, homeless, working poor, however you categorize it. Adidas has an opportunity to do something so cool and so dope by giving these Yeezys away. Think about it. It's the Yeezy you're giving away. I mean, only other thing you could give away that would mean as much as like a rack of off-whites. It's the Yeezy. One of the most hyped sneakers in the history of sneaker. You giving these away? Not to me. Not even to you. if you don't fit that category I was describing, but to people that need them, that are going to wear them for functionality, for shoes. I think that would be beautiful. I think that would be beautiful. And I think that's something that sneaker culture and streetwear culture could use. We could use a little breath of fresh air. We could use a break from all the materialism and the greed and the envy, which is prominent within the small thing we call sneaker culture. That's growing and maybe reaching its limit. I know if I saw that on my timeline, it would put a smile on my face. I'm hoping that this is something that Adidas will consider. And it ain't my idea. Shouts out to all the people that put that on the timeline. And again, I saw it and was like, y'all tripping, man. Why even, come on. But no, they're not going to lose money. In fact, they'll probably figure out a way to make it. Through taxes and all sorts of stuff. We know it. Come on. Give them things away, man. Give them away. Figure out a system where you can give them away to people that really need them, that don't even really care if they got Yeezys on their feet or not. They just happy to have something. Or maybe they fully aware that it's a Yeezy, and hey, they don't have an opportunity to spend $300, $400, $500, $600, even $100 on the newest Yeezy. Whether it's a brick or super hype, whatever. Give them people the opportunity to get their hands on that shoe. That's something that a big brand, not only within sneaker culture, but just American culture right now, would be such a beautiful story. It's something the world could use. It's a small thing, but something the world could use. It's something sneaker culture can definitely use. A breath of fresh air. A little smile, a little happiness. It's something to show this community part, the communal part of sneaker culture that we're losing, I think, for the hype. That's my thoughts on that, man. Let me know what you think, man. What should Adidas do with this surplus of Yeezys that they apparently have? What would you do with them? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so let's get to our summertime sneakers. Now, those of you that follow me know, shouts out to Try Trade Up, man. TryTradeUp.com, the #1 marketplace for sneakers and streetwear culture. All right, you could do so much there, and I do little drops for them throughout the week called the Big Three. So in the last Big Three I did, I talked about summer sneakers, okay? And I had obviously 3 sneakers that I really wanted to showcase. But that's only a 1 minute, 30-second clip. I really only have about like 40 to 50 seconds really to break down just to talk about the sneaker. So what I want to do is show you one sneaker that is on that list, and then 2 sneakers that's on that list, and then one that's not. Okay. I want to talk about them just for a second, explain why I think it's a dope summer sneaker. And then I want to see what you guys think at the end, okay? So let's jump into it. This is not a countdown either. This is in no particular order, but let's just get to the first sneaker on the list. The first sneaker on the list is, probably somebody reaching down for this one. It's the Jordan 2. I think this is called the Pine Green. It's a shame I don't even remember the name of this one. It don't matter. It's available. It's sitting in stores right now. It's affordable, and it's just a clean white sneaker. Now, my only issue with the Jordan 2, which I've been really into lately, is that I have a wide foot. And this little narrow, this little piece right here, sometimes it could be a lot. So make sure you get your true size. Okay, I'm a size 12, but I can wear an 11. And depending on how the shoe is cut, sometimes I can even go up to a 13. My foot is weird like that because my foot is wide. So get a true to size. This 12 works for me. This thing, man, the green, Jordan brand been killing it with the green this year. I don't know what it is about this year, and the lucky green and the pine green. This is a lucky green, I think. Either way, pine green, lucky green, all that stuff, man, they've been really killing it. They've been killing it with their, like, retro. See how the sole is yellowed out a little bit, man. Y'all seen this sneaker before, but it's a slick summer sneaker. It's a little bit heavy. It's a Jordan 2. But I think you can get away with it, man. The white with some green, man. You know how to flex this white t-shirt, man. I ain't going to tell you what to put on with this, man. Be creative with it. But I think this is a dope summer sneaker, okay? And it's available in stores right now. Go ahead and copy a pair of these, man. I like these. All right, let's get to the next sneaker on the list. Finally wore these for the first time this year, man. Wore them to a party, so I didn't get to put a whole lot of wear and tear. You can see a little dirt on the bottom, man. But again, listen, man, y'all know what this sneaker is, man. All right, look, the reimagined Jordan 3. Super clean. I've showed this sneaker before. I broke this sneaker down. I almost included an honorable mention the Wizards 3. I almost included this one too. Oh, by the way, I copped something really nice. It just didn't get in on time for me to show it off on this show. But next week, I got something cool for you. Okay, but yeah, this one, man, I mean, look, a white sneaker, I think you see where I'm going with these two pair. A white sneaker in the summer, you can't go wrong. This is not available in stores. You may luck up and find a pair because they didn't sell out like like they probably should have. But I doubt you'll be able to walk into the store and get them. But the resale on these is only about $20 to $30 over retail. So go ahead and get you a pair. Again, I would say true to size is a Jordan 3, even though it's wider in the toe box, which is cool. I like these. Y'all, by the end of the summer, these things are probably going to be dog. Okay, because I really like this sneaker. Okay. All right. Now let's get to the last sneaker on the list, and it's one I don't have in hand, unfortunately. Okay, so y'all know I love that Nike Vomero 5, man. I think that's the sneaker of the summer. So really, whatever color you get, and there's a blue one coming out that you may be able to cop. But these things have been hard to get because they got a little bit of hype behind them. And this one I'm about to show you, which is the Nike Vomero 5 Varsity Maze. It's just beautiful, man. Again, yellow sneaker, looks like the sun, looks like summertime. Beautiful. I can go on and on and on, but really the Vomero, just that this silhouette is super cool because it's old school. It reminds me of like an Air Max, but it's a little more. It's got like, I don't know, man. It's like an actual tennis shoe. It's super dope, man. I love these. I'm hoping to get a couple of pair of these in hand for the summer, for the fall, really, man. But really the summertime, these are super slick. If you can manage to get a pair for retail, they aren't bad. If not, they do depend on what sneaker. Like obviously the Dornbecker one is a very expensive one. This one, the resale is like $50, $60 over retail. You make a decision on that one. That's for you. But I suggest this one. Okay, so those are my 3 sneakers for the summer. I'm going to do one more list on this in a couple of weeks, man. That's going to sort of include some more traditional and classics that you should go with the summer. So be on the lookout for that one. And let me know which sneakers you would rock over the summer that dropped recently. Okay, that's my show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in, man. Like I said, I got something cool for you coming up next week. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the comments and all the dialogue. That's all we ever want, man. So thank you so much for engaging with us, man. Remember to follow the team, the Up On Game Network, at Up On Game Network. We got so much content dropping, man. New shows, all sorts of stuff, man. I'm really, really proud to be part of that team, man. So go ahead and follow them. Remember to follow the squad, the On My Feet Network, the at On My Feet Network. Always cool stuff going on over there, man. Building stores, all sorts of stuff, man. They super cool folks over there, so follow them. Follow me, MSR_Adam, MSR_Adam for all your podcasting needs, all right? The Butler did it. More what are those clips, TikToks, all that. You're right there on MSR_Adam, okay? Remember to mind your mental health, ladies and gentlemen. It's super important. It's one of the most important things you could do, all right? A lot of changes happening in the world, a lot of things going on. Remember to mind your mental health. Stay on top of that, okay? Remember to mind your physical health. It all goes together. I got to tell you, I say it every week. Mind your physical health. Go out there, take a walk, get a run in, eat right. Do what you need to do to take care of yourself, okay? Because all of this will cause you to be able to, and also never to forget to be great. I'm up out of here. Peace.